Hello, I'm Judy Van Lucian, and I'm the Executive Director of the Shelby County Humane Society. I want to take a few moments to welcome you to our team and to give you some much needed information that I believe will become invaluable to you, both while you're here and all through your working career. I also want to thank you for becoming a part of our family and to remind you that the animals that are in our charge here at Shelby Humane Society will be totally dependent upon you for their well-being, safety, and health. You are a vital part of what makes us successful in the ability to care for and to nurture these wonderful creatures. Over your time here, you will come to love and adore many of our little guests. It is incumbent upon you to always do the best that you can do in the care and feeding and to respect these little ones. I call upon your character, goodwill, and judgment, and the desire to always do the right thing. Should you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to address your supervisor so that a small problem or issue doesn't become a larger one. Thank you again for your dedication, and we do appreciate you.
I'm Cindy Roberts, the Medical Officer, Feline and Intake Manager here at Shelby Humane Society. Before we get started training, I'd like to offer you congratulations on joining the team at Shelby Humane. With your passion for animal welfare, commitment to job excellence, we believe we can continue to be one of the best humane societies in the state of Alabama. I'm going to lead you through the proper cleaning techniques and procedures that we use to ensure the health and safety of our animals. Some of these you're going to use every day, some of them just once a week, and there's going to be another one that you will only use in time of outbreak. We set our standards very, very high, but you know what? There's nothing more satisfying than meeting and exceeding one of those challenging goals. This video is going to provide step-by-step instructions on how to clean our canine kennel area, our back lot, and our playgroups. Disease and cross-contamination is a battle that we've got to fight every single day. Everything we do while caring for the animals has got to start with the idea of first preventing the spread of a disease and then containing a possible existing disease. From the very moment a cat or dog is brought to our facility, we begin this battle, and it is not over until we have a happy, healthy dog or cat sent home with his new family. So with that in mind, we always have to be aware of our actions and how not taking actions or skipping steps or ignoring warning signs or just being complacent about doing a simple task could spread a deadly virus, and in turn, some of these animals end up having to lose their lives needlessly. In addition, you're tasked with knowing the 5 freedoms and putting them into practice. Failure to provide just one of these to our animals in our care, even for just one day, is considered neglectful and inhumane, and that is in direct conflict with Shelby Humane Society's mission statement. So I'm calling upon your good judgment, your character, and your compassion to always be at the top of your game. Our animals both depend on you, and they trust you to take care of them on a daily and timely basis. Honestly and truly, there is nothing more rewarding than nurturing, healing, and caring for a dog or a cat in our care, and then finally getting to see them go home to the new family. If any time during the video, during your training period, or just throughout the course of your day, if there is anything or something that you want to ask or learn more about, feel free to ask a supervisor or a manager. Understanding is absolute key. Again, thanks for becoming a part of our team and caring for all of the animals that are trusting and counting on you to do the very best job possible.
Hello, I'm Cindy. I'm going to walk you through your training. Okay, so you've been familiarized with our mission statement, our goals, and your role in helping us to achieve those goals. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty. It's Monday morning, and that means we're closed to the public, so we're under no time constraints to clean. It also means the day for deep, thorough cleaning, kind of regrouping and preparing for the week ahead. It means we have extra time to clean areas and things that might not otherwise get cleaned throughout the week. Before you get started on your daily cleaning of the dog area, there are a few things that you need to take note of first. Keep in mind the canine cleaning staff are the first to see the dogs each day. You're the ones who are able to tell the other staff members if the dog isn't eating or drinking or is acting differently than he was the day before. You will be the first ones to notice changes in the animal. We will use the SOR approach to help keep the animals in our care safe and healthy. Stop, observe, and report. Stop before entering a cage or a run. Observe. Is it safe to go in and remove this animal? Pay attention to the body language. If you are uncertain, ask for help. Do I have the necessary equipment, tools, and aids with me to perform this task? Does the animal look healthy? Does he have nasal discharge? Are his eyes runny? Is he coughing? Is there diarrhea in the run? Do you see bloody poop? Is there vomit? If the answer is yes to any of these questions, or if the animal is exhibiting other symptoms, you should not enter the cage. Instead, you should contact your supervisor immediately. First, remembering our SOR, remove the dogs to the back lot, place them in a drop cage, a play group, or in one of the fields. Once the dogs are removed, the food bowls are picked up and placed in the tub room for cleaning. All the beds are hung up on the side of the runs. The poop and other debris is scooped and placed in the poop buckets. Often, all these things are happening at the same time, as there are several people tasked with cleaning the dog adoption floor. So while you may be the one picking up the food bowls, someone else may be coming right behind you to scoop the runs. Rinse all areas thoroughly. Once the runs have been rinsed, then they'll be sprayed with Dawn dish detergent. Using a measuring cup, place 2 ounces of Dawn in the foamer and begin spraying the runs down. Top to bottom, front to back, the gates, roofs, latches included. Taking a long-handled scrub brush, begin scrubbing the entire run, leaving no part of it unscrubbed. The bed front and back and the water bucket is also scrubbed. Include the walkway in front of the run. Once they've been dawned and scrubbed sufficiently, they'll need to be rinsed back out completely. At this time, you'll need to check those drains to make sure they're free of any debris and the water is running freely down them. Begin spraying the runs in the same manner as you did before. Top to bottom, back to front, gates, latches, water buckets, and beds. Include the walkways in this as well as the drains. Allow the Excel to sit for a full 15 minutes. At the end of the 15 minutes, you can use the long-handled squeegee and remove the water from the runs and the aisleways. Once the entire floor has undergone this cleaning, you can begin bringing the dogs back in. 1 bowl of age-appropriate food per dog is placed in the run. Some dogs have different feeding requirements, so pay attention to any special instructions on the front of the gates. Usually we start breaking for lunch at this time, as it takes about 3 to 4 hours to get to just this part of our Monday cleaning done. Next is the back lot. First, scoop all debris left behind from the dogs and place them in the poop buckets. Then, hose down the cages and the back lot. Using the foamer prepared with 2 ounces of Dawn and filled the rest of the way up with water, Dawn the entire lot and all the drop cages. Using a long-handled scrub brush, scrub all the cages and the ground that they sit on. Rinse thoroughly with water. Using the foamer with Excel and ensuring the blue tip is properly positioned, apply Excel to the entire area and all sides of the drop cages. This is left undisturbed for 15 minutes and air dried. Do not squeegee. During this time, the play groups are to be cleaned. On Mondays, we clean the trash cans, the push carts, scoopers, buckets, brooms, mops, scrub brushes as well. They all get rinsed with Dawn, scrubbed, rinsed, Excel'd, and allowed to air dry. The walks and doors on the adoption floor are also cleaned in the same manner. So basically, everything that doesn't have 4 legs and a tail undergoes a thorough cleaning every Monday. It'll seem chaotic to you until you learn the workflow. Trust your supervisor to answer your questions and to direct your duties. It seems like an enormous task, but we pull it off every Monday. During a time of outbreak, the cleaning process is virtually the same. The difference, though, is going to be in the details. The details of how we manage the trash, the details on how we manage the bedding, the animal that was in the run, and how often and how long we clean for. In some cases, we may just clean once thoroughly and call it done. In other cases, we may clean for 3 and 4 days before we ever allow another animal to occupy that space. Again, the cleaning is basically the same, but the difference is going to be in the details. And those details are going to come from your upper management. They'll be the ones to make the decisions and to pass it down to your supervisor, who will then direct the cleaning activities for that area.